Hello everyone, and welcome. It's episode 11. We're in the double digits. We were in the double digits last episode, but I'm finally acknowledging it now. Before we actually go to Butcherblock, I was wanting to show you guys the let me just find some water here. They sell some good stuff. Just buy 5. I was going to show you guys the event that's currently ongoing. But I'm going to run up to our house real quick. I'm going to drop this stuff off. At least I think there's an event ongoing right now. Yeah, we got like 3 days left. There's scorched sky, and you can get some really nice stuff from that. Wait! Sorry, silly interrupting me. Can't cut that out because I don't have an editing program myself. Anyway, these are house. Now we patiently wait for this to load. I'll cut out the loading screen and be back. Okay, here we go. Set up some of these cool house decorations I put this here. Put this over here on this table. We have our book. And the book. We'll put the weapon right up here. Hey! And there we go. Okay. Now normally, in like the travel, you would use the World Bell, Druid Wings, Griffins. I'm lucky and I have a membership, so I can just go up here, I can click, and I'll have access to all this. It's really useful. We're gonna head over to Darklight Wood, and we're going to go ahead and check out this event. There's actually 2 places the event is going on in. There's this place, and there's a lava storm, but lava storm is very high level. I currently don't feel like going in there and getting my butt kicked. Oh yeah, and this is one of the collections that will give us the event appearance. Or not the event appearance, the appearance of other things. This was the other evil zone that we could have started in. Here we have this Ember Merchant. Scroll to the top, you can click this. And it'll show you the most expensive stuff. We got some cool mounts. This is actually a flyer. This one flies, it's cool. There's this one. There's this one. And there's this one. I have all but this one. And here's where you can go into the cool armor sets. Get like house items. You can get pets from here, like actual pets. Really cool. Fleshy. Get appearance items. Ooh, you can get this. This is cool. You can get yourself a whip. Oh, this one's cool. And you can get pet morph ones. So basically if you're a beast lord, you can get some of these. Here's just a bunch of building supplies. There's some cool stuff. I think for us, I'm probably just gonna get like this thing for a house. Maybe this. As cool as these are. Actually, I can get us this. It'll take a bit of grinding, but I can get us this. So, we'll just start off easy. Talk to this person. Come to see the celebration? You won't regret it. The heat and power of the pyre is breathtaking. Oh, and the fireworks and pyromancy skills on display are dazzling. You don't seem to be scaring a bit either, which is a plus. pet? Oh, you mean this flame dude, Tara? Oh, she's not my pet. She's not? Then why is she here? I found her here, which is quite the surprise, let me tell you. She's not from around here. She must have been drawn by the intense heat of the celebration. What are you planning on doing with her? Oh, I'll make sure she gets someplace much more accommodating, and that's not the worst of it. I think she laid eggs here. If she's dead, they'd never survive. Exactly. It'll be too cold for them once the celebration's over. If you found the eggs, can you relocate them with her? Oh, that would be great. Gather up any you find and bring them to me. So flight to our eggs are coming right up. And here we get some of the jubilation medals. You got some ember coins, which you can spend at the merchant. And we can pick either the egg plushie, the eggs, or plushie for a house. I'm gonna get the plushie. That's step one. You gotta go around. You gotta look. You'll find the eggs on the ground. Okay, in order, so there's like a set amount of quests that you can get from this. So another way to get the currency is just to fight these guys. They're not that strong, kind of. They can definitely hurt if you're not careful. But you can kill them, and they'll give you 1 token per. This is bothering me. Okay. See? 1 token, but because I'm a member, I get 2. Oh, here we go. Here's an egg. Clicky. Maybe there's some more up here. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh, we have event. Shinies. I think they give you a kind of cool thing. You can get all of them. Because we're evil, the guards won't attack us because they see us. It's like a fellow evil person, I guess. Oh, here's a bunch of them. Sorry, my throat is just boring. I think it's the lettuce I hate. Almost done. Here's one. You can get achievements for getting all the disco points. We're not going to focus on that right now. You're back! The more I hear the eggs I found, we have another problem. I found some of them had already hatched. What? Oh no! The thought of those little cold defenseless hatchlings crawling around through the shrub and grass here, we could save them too. I think if I can catch them, yes, I'll take them too. Please gather up any of the hatchlings you can find. Don't worry, I'll rescue the little ones. And now we get to run around and collect little babies. These guys. Come back here. They're just tiny, teeny tiny little lizards. Here. And there we go. Look at all the hatchlings you've saved. I found them, but they're not safe yet. Oh, don't you worry. They're as good as safe now, Iridian. We'll keep them warm until we can get them located someplace more suitable. That's a relief. We leveled up. Thank you for your help here. May the Prince of Flame be with you in your travels, and also with you. And now we have that. Now, I was thinking we get, not this one, but this. I think we might have enough. You just go here, you go into your currency, and yep, we have 10, so buy one. There we go. We could buy a sinker slug pet, sure. And then we just right click it, subscribe, We have that pet now. We can put it down here with the others. And now I should have only one left. Yep. But yeah, you can get some cool stuff. Like this staff. I really quite like the dagger. I'm gonna cudge it. We get a nice shield. I used to like grind like crazy to get all these mounts, and I would normally grind to get this one. We have a horse, and I'm not the biggest fan of the hellhounds, so we are just gonna head back over to Timristy. I will cut out the loading screen for you guys. Okay, and we're back. Now, we can move on. For cinematic's sake, we're gonna take the griffin on over. We're gonna have to fly across the island to get there, because Butcherblock is like up in that direction. But we'll get there. Saying goodbye to everyone. And now we get to see Butcherblock, and I hope we don't fall in the water. There's the ship. You can ride the ships unless they got rid of it, but here we are. Butcherblock. And we're here. Here is Kimon. There's one of the people we need to talk to. Yep, as the Spirok flies. We're talking to her first. You must have traveled quite a distance to find yourself here. Who brings you to the Butcherblock Mountains? Prime researcher Machbin sent me. I'm here to find out more about the crag plume living in the mountains. Excellent. My colleagues and I could use the assistance. Alright, what should I do? For the time being, I'll look around the docks here and try to help with things. Having just established yourselves here at the docks, it is critical that new residents of Gorlin give a favorable first impression to our dwarven hosts. Return to me later and continue investigation of the crag plume. Very well. So, for now, we're gonna go talk to our friend over here. Should be right there. Helis Glettelgear.
Well met!
Ah, another traveler has come to the Butcherblock docks. Looking to explore the mountains of Forest of Fadework? Perhaps, but I have a message from Cholik Mix. I believe is meant for you. Shh, shh. Keep your voice down then. Okay, let me see this list. Alright. Okay, some of this I have now. There's only a couple of things that I can only get from a colleague of mine up in the Butcherblock Mountains. This might get a little tricky, but I have only the utmost confidence in your ability to do what needs to be done. Well, okay then. What does you need to have done? Well, if you can keep a secret, well, something like a secret anyway. Not actually sure if anyone around here will actually care, but I don't want this becoming public knowledge. Can you do that for me? It should be interesting. Okay, what is it that's such a big secret? Okay, well here it goes. I'm working with this beautiful lady from Butcherblock Mountains, who's sent here on a mission far beneath her skills. Your kindness, which I do not deserve, she's provided me with samples and items that would be impossible for me to get myself. I'm then able to sell the items and information to interested parties, after which she will let me keep a small part of the profit. Why did your eyes glaze over when you talked about her? Are you okay? Oh yes, I'm perfectly okay. My feelings for her are completely sincere. Anyway, I know that she hasn't been able to send samples lately because she's found herself with so much to do. Although she can certainly handle any and all tasks given to her, I am sure that she would accept help to get them, if she so chooses. Might be worth heading up to see if she wants her help at all. Well, that was interesting. It might be worth seeing what she wants. Up there. Now, I think all the quests here are mostly green, but we can do some of them. We can do all of them. There's not a whole lot. I don't know if you can hear it, but the rain's going really hard outside right now. Greetings, stranger. I'm sure you're wondering what a starter act like myself is doing all the way here in Butcherblock Mountains. Indeed, I was wondering. Care to explain? A small delegation of Gorwinian citizens have traveled across the Timor's deeps and enlisted the help of the dwarves of Butcherblock and Caladine. Our first concern was that the blasted Wolverines would rouse the crag plume aviacs into action and cause them to join their cause. Were the Wolverines successful? So far, no. Our allies have prevented the two aviac tribes from sparring with one another. But convincing the dwarves to assist us has proven more difficult than we originally anticipated. The dwarves unwilling to help at all? Not exactly. The dwarves here are actually sympathetic to our plight. After all, they know firsthand what it's like to have an enemy encroach upon your ancestral lands. I'll help if I can. What's the problem? Simply put, it is a matter of resources. The dwarves here in this outpost are an extremely busy lot. As much as they would like to assist us, they need to take care of their own problems first. Most frustrating dilemma for a cause, I'm sure you can imagine. I can. Is there anything I can do to help? You'd be willing to assist us? Marvelous. Yes, please. I've taken it upon myself to assist the dwarves in their own problems and hope that with enough assistance, they will be able to return the favor. Would you be willing to speak with several of the dwarves around these lands and help them in their duties? Yes, I'll help. Thank you, friends. You've been best to make sure you're worded kindly. Now, write down all the names of all the dwarves you need to speak with. Complete the task and then return to me. Timings of the essence and the warrants attacks grow stronger every day. Begin at once. I'm gonna disable quest experience because a lot of these are already out-leveled, but you know. Brumba. You must be the person Reganta told me about. Is this true? Yes, I've agreed to help your cause. Good, let's get started right away. Alright, what shall you have me do? If it's not the Yarp Snarls, it's the Crew Kills. If it's not them, it's the Muckflicks. But now apparently tide slips are getting out of hand. What do you mean? We normally don't have too many problems involving tide slip sirens. The constant fight with the Aqua Goblins keeps them more than occupied. Go on. However, something strange has been seen more recently. Zombies and skeletons in the water and the constant stench of death wafting in over the normally fresh and coastal air. Sounds like necromancy. I'm afraid the taint of the Toxos may touch some of the tide slip sirens and turn their interest towards necromancy as a way to combat the Aqua Goblins. What should we do? The necromantic taint should be cut off at the source. You need to head to the islands off the coast of these mountains and slay as many tide slip ritualists as you can. Only then, after the numbers have been reduced, we can rest easier. Very well, I'll return shortly. Okay, so we just need to pick up like all the quests here, and then we can move on. Here's the Dockmaster Wallen guy.
Hello!
Ahoy there, newcomer! Welcome to the Butcherblock Mountains. Dockmaster Wallen High Pebble. You can just call me Wallen, though. I'm sorry I can't spend more time chatting with ya, but keeping track of every box, crate, and person that arrives here is more than one dwarf can handle. Greetings. I'm Radiant. Perhaps I could help you? Aye, that would be wonderful. Could use your help and take good care of some of the pests that have been making a big mess here. What do you say? Sure, I'm not afraid to get my hands dirty. We have some... Oh, they're both one-handed. Okay. They're both pretty much the same. I think I'll take... You can just look at their appearances. I'll take this... Ooh, this one's actually nice. I'll take that one. The number of the beasts that roam this year's coast have been causing problems here, and I don't have time nor the manpower to solve this issue by myself. Here, take this list and see if you can keep the beasties in check. I'll begin at once.
Hello.
Blast those beasts. As if we don't have enough supplies, they sneak into our camp and steal what little we have. It is maddening what is happening. The goblins! They creep up from the water in the night and take anything that is close to the edge of the camp. We have to post guards all around at all hours, which puts a further strain on already thin numbers. If I could, I would hunt them down myself. Perhaps I could help with that. I'm looking for work in the area anyway. Eager to get into the fight, are you? Well, I won't stop you then. Have at them. I'll even give you a bounty for clearing some of the wretches out. Bring me their ears as proof. Come back to me when you've finished up, and I'll see how you do. Now get to it. Sounds fair then. I'll return soon. I think this is actually where we start making a name for ourselves. When people start actually recognizing us.
Greetings!
Might be just who I was hoping for. I'm assuming you're here looking for some work, are you not? I am. What is you looking to have done? Excellent. I'm looking to research more of the unique creatures of Fadeware. And one in particular is fascinating to me. The rust creatures that wander the beach can turn metal into rust in very short order, and they consume the corrosion as sustenance. With all the activity on the docks and what comes up on the beaches, they never seem to have a shortage of food. That's interesting. What does that have to do with me? I want to know how they turn metal into rust so quickly. I imagine this has something to do with their saliva, and I want to study it. Bring me a few of their saliva glands. If you can extract them without damaging them, I will, of course, pay you for your time. We have a deal then. I'll return soon. This is where we start to get too many quests to actually, out them all at once.
Hail!
So this is Fable. There have always been stories in Corwin about this place, but I never thought I would see it. It's not more steep, of course, but it is beautiful in its own right. Coming here is a challenge all by itself, but it's proven to be quite difficult to remain here. Really? Why is that? A myriad of reasons, not the least of which is the dwarves. They claim much of the Butcherblock Mountains and are loath to allow anyone they consider to be intruders on their lands. They haven't been openly hostile as of yet, but sending out patrols at this point would certainly not be a good plan. Given our small numbers, if the dwarves view us as trespassers, it could be disastrous for us. That's frustrating. What are you planning to do then? It may be imperative to our continued presence here that we establish some kind of cooperation with the dwarves. Fortunately, our numbers here are fairly small. We don't have anyone who might be able to begin the negotiations necessary. I know this probably isn't normally what you do. Available for hire. Hire as a negotiator. Something like that, yes. All I really need you to do is speak with the assistant dockmaster and give her a little note from us. I know she has worked with Emissary or Guntha, and might be more amicable to our offer. Perhaps if you can perform deeds for others on the docks. It will show the dwarves that we are serious about our offer for cooperation, and be sure there will be plenty of reward in it for you too. Well, it couldn't hurt to see what I can get done then. Farewell. Deldry. Her. Okay, we'll talk with her.
Hail to ye!
Ugh, what is this? Come from the walking lizards, have you? Forgiving your tone, I do have a message to you from them. They wish to establish some manner of cooperation with you and your kin. I can't see how we would need any help from the likes of them. Things seem to be more or less well in hand for us, but I suppose this isn't really about what we need. Very well, we'll come with this proposal and see what they have to offer. In the meantime, you might as well make yourself useful around here. I'm sure you can find plenty to do if you look hard enough. Thanks, I guess. Farewell. She seems kind of rude. And then we have this guy. Smitty McGarrison. Oh, what? You want to fight or something? I beg your pardon? I'm just saying hello. Ah, jeez. I'm sorry, friends. I didn't mean to come at you like that. You see, I'm just a poor fisherman who's fallen on hard times and is looking to blame everyone else for your problems besides himself. The fish not biting? Oh no, the fishing was great. It's just, well, it seems silly to you, but I've gone and lost my sandals. How did you lose them? I don't know. One moment I'm standing here doing my job, fishing and making sure the ale hasn't been poisoned. Next thing I know, I'm looking down my bare feet. It was the strangest thing. I see. So, can I help you find them? Appreciate the offer, friend, but I looked all over for them. With no luck at all. I think I could use your help. I'll just make me some new sandals. Haha. Alright, what do you need to make the new sandals? It's actually pretty good boots. Here, let me see the little journal of yours. I'll write down the stuff I'll need and you can go gather it for me. Don't worry, I'll pay you for your time. Sounds like a plan. Be back soon. Excellent. All the things I need can be found around this bay. You shouldn't have much trouble finding them. Off I go. Okay. And now we begin. Start off with killing some of this stuff. Shouldn't be too hard because you have the water breathing. Oh hey, chest. I still have to figure out what trade skill class I want this character to be, but we can deal with that in the future. Butcherblock has a lot of quests, by the way. And I gotta be careful because there's some fish out here that like to munch, to eat a poor little lizard like me. Okay, we might actually get the chance to max out our swimming skill here. All goes well. We don't need that anymore. We do need these guys. And basilisks. There's a lot of basilisks. Well, they're heroic apparently. and we're back with these guys. Sorry if I'm not talkative, my throat's hurting, so I'll just like let you guys enjoy. These turtles, yeah, we have to kill them. We'll probably head over into Caladeem, which is the lost dwarven city of it. Right, but here, this is where I was wanting to take a break and go show you guys something. Okay. Gonna do that, then we're gonna tick off all these quests. We could always get them back later. We were gonna go hire ourselves a mercenary. And also show you guys the familiars quest. So, step 1, we run all the way back. And we head over to the World Bell. And then, okay, if you were good, you would go to Quinos. Quinos is like right around here. But here we go, Freeport, which is like one of my favorite cities. And this is where we go and get ourselves our own little house here. But, you know, we'll worry about that later. Oh, the music. I'll just let you guys enjoy this for a second. Okay, we'll talk to the Steward Crest guy.
Well met.
Ah, adventurer, hello. I'm pleased that I can get a bit of your time. It remains to be seen what is it you're hoping I can help with. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Steward Krez, a member of the Conservatory. We're a group involved in the fascinating research, some of which might even be beneficial to you as an adventurer. Is that so? I'm listening then. What is it that you've been looking into? I'm glad that you asked. The group has access to a fantastic menagerie up in Everfrost. There, we were able to collect the most remarkable creatures, and have spent months cataloging and attempting to understand them in the nature of familiar bonding. A menagerie? Wait, as a Miracle's menagerie? We're not gonna click that. We'll move on. You know, see, speaking of the collection kept by the great Miracle himself. You know, whatever. The same. Miracle's notes on the subject were fascinating. We actually made some impressive discoveries. But I do say so myself, the nature of familiar bonding is far deeper than I believe anyone understood, and is no longer restricted to the arcane arts. Interesting. So what happened? You mentioned that the research came to a stop. As much as it pains me to say it, there was an accident. Our keep, the home of the conservatory, was badly damaged and the creatures under our care escaped, far out of our reach. I see. And this is where I come in, to play shepherd to your lost flock? Indeed, but not to return to us. As I said, the conservatory grounds are badly damaged. They could be some time before they were rebuilt. No, we're asking that if you find them, bond with them yourself. Be the most favorable outcome given that all that has happened. That's it? Collect the familiars and keep them for myself? Correct. Conservatory could not complete its task, and it is better than the familiars and in the company of adventurers. Here, please take this tome. It'll explain who we are, how they came to be, and give you a list of the most of the familiars that are gone missing. Perhaps you'll find them useful. Thanks for your information, Crest. Farewell to you. Okay, now he has a quest. This is a long book. I'll read it in a bit. I just gotta go do something real quick. Sorry about this pausing. I'll be right back. Okay. I will pause and I'll read this for you guys. Ahem. On founding the conservatory, Curadim Railzane. Some time ago I heard rumors of an exceptional discovery made by the adventurers of Norath. Through all the tribulations and terror facing the world, they found a truly remarkable gem thought lost for eternity, the Menagerie of Miragul, who's like this whole lich guy. I think we might get a chance to like do stuff with him, but I don't know. As exciting as this news was to us who have heard the rumors of this magnificent collection, there was no way to safely explore the find. It crawled with all manners of creatures, some living, some animated within life, and some that supposedly came from planes not of our own. My attempts to hire bodyguards or buy my way into an adventuring party were rebuffed, as no one wanted to take an inexperienced researcher into a place such as that. For a maddeningly long time, the menagerie was cut off to all of us who would attempt to catalog and preserve what we found there. It wasn't until recently that we were able to find and hire mercenaries willing to accompany us to the frozen north and lead us to the treasures we had sought for so long. I admit, the toll in life was higher than I would have liked, but the sacrifice bore fruit. We found the menagerie and the creatures it still held. Although it clearly held more creatures than we found still housed within, the ones that we found were remarkable. But even more incredible were the notes Miracle left behind. Regarding his own research and experiments, the most fascinating of which seemed to regard a bonding technique. Miracle referred to this bond as a familiar, a creature that was able to share a piece of its essence with its handler, increasing their powers and abilities. Incredible. With the notes in hand, we gathered what creatures that we could and left the menagerie. As much as it pained me, that place was too dangerous to remain indefinitely. So instead, I took my own fortune and built the keep that we now call home. Within, we set up what we affectionately called the conservatory. We dedicate ourselves to the care and preservation of the creatures we pulled from the menagerie. Here, we will continue the research started by Miracle and hope to build on the knowledge already found at one of the greatest minds ever to grace Norath. What follows is an incomplete list of the creatures we pulled from the menagerie. A more complex list will be provided when Steward Aelin and her attendants finish their catalogue of what we have discovered. Howling Griffin, Dark Shadow Drake, Living Gargoyle, Loneland Tuatara, Dark Root Tender, Sapphire Ether Drake, the Lumber Leafhopper, Cobalt Construct, Horde Mother Vespid, Skittering Darkbone, Deepler Cephalax, Azure Sky Vespid, a Virulent Swarm, Opal Skirth, Crimson Construct, Verdant Titan's Hair, Sized Skyrider, and Vermilion Bonebreaker. I don't know if those are actual ones you can get right now. No, I think those are Season 1 stuff. Yeah, these are Season 1 stuff. So this is like the Bonebreaker. This is the Skyrider. We've got the Chitin Terror. Crimson Construct. Here's the Griffin. Here's the Leafhopper. Oh, here's the Griffin. And Griffin, you can get this as a mount. You can actually kind of still get them, but they're hard to get now.
Salutation.
Hello, Iridian. I have a small task for you if you are interested. And hello to you too. What task would that be? We are seeking more creatures that could further our studies. If you're willing, we need you to take these empty cages and capture some more familiar specimens for us. That sounds easy enough. I'll do it. Fantastic news. More specimens will be a huge help in our research. Alright, this shouldn't take long. Now they have tons of different creatures you can get. You only have to capture 3. It used to be like 10 or something. I'm so glad they lowered it to 3. So glad they lowered it to 3. But if you find that you can't get stuff, like, you can't see what I'm doing right now, but I'm pulling up the wiki here. There's like a whole, if you search up Everquest 2 Familiars Wild on Google or whatever, it'll come up with a whole list of all the different familiars, and you can look, and you can see what's going on. And we can actually go get some of these. We can get these, but while we're here, we're gonna go pick up a mercenary, and then we'll go and I'll grab the creatures that we need. I'm gonna get off the horse here because it's kind of crowded. There's my food and drink doing. Okay, so you can get mercenaries around here. You guys who mercenaries have this above their head. Stanford Gerald's actually pretty good. He's a healer, I think. But because we're a healer, we want a tank. Now, I have my special one, so I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna claim it. Just examine it, accept reward. And now we can go find him. Should... There he is, Lord Valkus Shit. Or Sish. Hand of Delir. Have you need of the Hand of Delir? I can offer my services for a price. Should I be impressed? I care not if you are impressed. You either need my help or you do not. I am perfectly content serving the Overlord instead of aiding you in adventures you can obviously handle yourself. Interesting. I may be able to make use of you after all. Shall we get this underway or sit here chit-chatting and wasting more time? We shall. Let's see what you can do. And here you have all their abilities. He's a Shadow Knight, so he can like take their health and stuff. And here I have his description. Lord Valkus Sish, or the Hand of the Lear, has shown to be useful to the Overlord Freeport, ushering in destined ones into the fight against Carafirm. We actually get to fight Carafirm later on. I'm very happy. He's kind of an expensive one, but we got him. And then, there he is. Press, I would set as, comma. You have this, you can make them do all this. I have protect off usually. Protect means that like if you get hit, they will attack what hit you. Assist means they'll attack whatever you're attacking. And then follow is just follow. No. But we have here the easiest place to like get the enchanted creatures is Kinos. Or Antonica. And it's like... No! Yes! Crater Pond. Is this Crater Pond? There should be a Crater Pond around here. Okay, I'm gonna delete the quest and I'm gonna go pick it up again. There's easier ones to get. Don't worry. There's like bears and cats and birds and lizards. Lizards are nice and easy to get because you can just pick them up from
Greetings.
from like Tombs Deep. Mystical creatures. Let's see. I think you can get mystical ones. Yes, they're common. They're like manticores and stuff. And hey, you can actually find them in Butcherblock. So that's useful. We'll take this back. Right over to Butcherblock. And we will continue on our path. Complete a few quests. This episode's getting kind of long, but we'll complete a few quests. And you can see where he is on the map because he's labeled as F2. And here's where our group is. You can see all the effects that they're on. You can cast buffs if you have any buffs listed. But here we have this. Now, I'm gonna put him on passive, which you do by just pressing that, or you can toggle it. And then I'm gonna attack this thing myself. Because you just need to be in battle with them, and then you can click that, and it will capture them. You don't want to kill these guys when you try to do this quest. And when you're higher level, I would recommend using spells that don't do damage. Because, yeah, you'll end up killing them. Anyway, here we go. Familiar's Wild. And then we just right click it, unpack, and we got this. A Shadow Jeweled Malformation. A cool construct. And the description is... Hello darkness, mild beastie, but you've never seen one quite like this. Its crystalline structure emanates shadow and cloud-like billows, snuffing out any light that tries to permeate it. Rather useful if it's the shadows where you want to stay, right? And it actually gives us 20% increase of our stats. Now, I want to check something. Alright, you have to actually hit add to collection. If you hit examine, you can consume it and feed it to others. Yeah, these have the same stats. But here, with the old familiars that you could get, this is actually worse than this. And so to equip it, you can just do that. Then you can also put on appearance ones. And you do that. And there it is. Doesn't attack, but it'll make us even stronger. And now we just have to finish off these quests. Looks like it was targeting my guy. We're gonna put this down here. I had it up there where I was rearranging stuff, and I guess I never... Look how quick he kills them. This is why mercenaries are awesome. I suggest mercenaries to anyone who's struggling. Even ones who aren't like the 10-year reward ones. Basic ones like Stamford Geralf are really good. They just make things go by so much faster. And this is the power of the Shadow Knight. I love Shadow Knights if you couldn't tell. If I didn't already have a max level one, I'll make another. But here we are. I should really bookmark that familiar as wild page. I don't have it. Now all we do is kill these guys. It's kind of nice to be out of Gorwyn, be out of Moor's Deep after all that time we spent there. Prior to get used to Butcherblock though, because we're gonna be here for a while. It's a big map. It's a very big map. I'll turn quest experience back on once we get up the hill, but for now it's staying off so I don't like out-level anything too quickly. Here's the last rest fiend we need. Kinda sad I don't have tracking, because tracking would make everything so much easier, but for now we just gotta jump in here and we just gotta look. Here we go. Here's some anemones. They like to spawn around the rocks. You can see, with Valkus's help, they die quick. Ignore the voices outside. That's just my sister. I've tried to convince her to watch my videos. Like, come on, they're good videos. And she's like, no. Watch as she watches this one. It's like, you're making fun of me? Looking for more anemones. They sometimes wander up onto the beach here. There we go. Last one. Or, sorry, second last one. And there's our last one. He's the Ixar. This is the other race that we could have been. It's weird to think that these guys is history. Okay, yeah, these guys are gonna attack us, so we're just gonna go. We're gonna gather up a few of them. Seems like I'm lagging to some extent. Oh, and Valkus has them. Thanks, Valkus. Now, being a spellcaster, you want to, like, stay back and out of the fight. Because you don't want to end up getting yourself, like, hurt or anything. We're gonna finish these quests, turn them in, and then we'll probably end the episode. I have the feeling that someone just turned on their computer. I don't have like a proper recording room set up. I'm literally just recording in my bedroom, which is why audio quality isn't best, and I get interruptions. Anyway, we're almost done. How long has this been recording for? Nearly 50 minutes. Okay. Oh, we need more. Okay, we'll just attack the guy who attacked us. I wasn't paying attention. Horses are really nice, I will say. Later on, you don't really use ground mounts all that much because you get the flyer ones. Come on, attack me. Come get me. Get off your rock and come get me. And there's the loyalty token. Okay, the sirens are out here. So we're gonna go... Yeah, that's the last part we need. So we're gonna swim our way over here. We'll take care of these guys. There's a lot of them, which is why I got the Mercenary. Because with the Mercenary, you can just grab a couple groups of them and then just take them all out. Now, for these guys, you want to target the actual ritualists, because once they go down, their pets go down. So no just tab targeting. And by that I mean no pressing tab to target. No, because we're the healer, you should probably focus on curing. Make sure our work button doesn't die. Nope. And this is why I have that toggled off, because when it lags, you start dragging your key buttons everywhere. The buttons everywhere. And things start getting out of place. And then it just gets all chaotic and cluttered. Just need to target you. And they're dead. Thank you, Falcos. Oh. And our first language quest. We just can double click it, or right click it, and then this lets us learn the language of the Fae, which is what those Simons are speaking. We need to gather a bunch of the patchwork tapestries in order to learn the language. That's stuff future us can deal with. Schmitty Sandals. We have mail. MJ and mock rents. What I've learned. Oh, this is the guy who we were talking to. Anyway, here's the letter we got. Iridian, I'm uncertain exactly how interested in my work you were, but in case it was of any interest at all, I've decided to update you on my findings. For what I can tell, Verilisk was masquerading as a Cytherian outpost. However, beyond control of the intended government, there was a council of 3, which really pulled the strings. The phrase Shadow Lords often evokes a strong response from the spirits of Verilisk. They're loyal to the Cytherian Empire. These Shadow Lords were unhappy with the ruling ability of those in power. Shadow Lords secretly worked for the benefit of Verilisk, but were looked upon by members of Verilisk's real government with hatred. There are still many mysteries within Verilisk, but I've uncovered something rather big here, and I will have you to thank for that. May your travels keep you safe. Aww. Aww. That's actually sweet. I didn't know that was an actual letter you can get. I know that fishing guy from way at the beginning will eventually send us like a letter with a fish in it. But for now, this is where I'm gonna end it here. The video's getting long. I have stuff to do. People are here. Again. So I'm gonna call it here. And I will see you guys later. Have a good day, or night, afternoon, morning, whatever. And bye!